This is a continuation of the sharing of the article, Quantum Consciousness and the Heart-Based Resonant Frequencies Theory. If you recall, I started this article, the sharing of, and then I kind of went off on a tangent when I saw the word soul within this scientific dissertation. The most, and this is by Abdurram Al-Abdulgader, senior congenital cardiologist and invasive electrophysiologist, Saudi Arabia. This is his article entitled Quantum Consciousness and the Heart-Based Resonant Frequencies Theory. The most elusive experience of the human being in this huge, endless universe is related to the human consciousness. Human awareness of what is surrounding him, perceiving surroundings, nature with deep interceptions, and incorporating all of this in the context of emotional experience based on memory and self-identity. The author defines consciousness as state of alertness and being aware, active and vigilant of the self and surroundings with volition based in memory and personal identity. This state is ineffable and intrinsic and expresses itself in presence of soul through activation of different sensing and perceptive body organs, but may pass through lighter densities and variable dimensions in quantum nature. If soul leaves the body. The following discussions in this chapter will expand the understanding in those directions. The sophisticated neurobiological dynamics within the cerebral cortex dominated the scientific views on consciousness science in the current era. However, there is compelling scientific and rational evidence to convince scientific communities that the nature of consciousness involves dynamics inside the skull, but essentially much beyond it in extreme dimensions, the skull and the sky. Holistic perception and understanding of human consciousness, incorporating other scientific disciplines like the central role of human heart, contribution to consciousness, quantum physics, as well as astrobiological aspects of consciousness are critically needed for creation of proper perspective of the nature of human consciousness. Groundbreaking developments in the field with new era of scientific evidence of consciousness beyond the skull started with shaking the belief and refuting that neuronal firing of brain structures is the sole source of subjective consciousness experience. In addition, the principles of classical mechanics stand handicapped in front of the challenge to explain the true mechanisms operating the secrets of consciousness. We introduce a new integral understanding of human consciousness called the heart-based resonant frequencies theory of consciousness, based on biological and astrophysical experimental records, integrating the up-to-date achieved knowledge, the knowledge that has thus so far been established, interpreting for Dr. Abdullah. English is not his first language. I sense, I detect, so it's helping out a little bit here, folks. Helping out. Go on and hit that subscribe button. Heart rate variability and its universal correlates in integration with the current quantum consciousness theories. Resonance in biology and astrophysics. Resonance refers to vibration of large amplitude in electrical, or mechanical system caused by a relatively small periodic stimulus of the same or nearly the same period as the natural vibration period of the system. The concept of resonance and its implementations in physiological as well as astrophysical rhythms is of critical significance for life on Earth and to human consciousness experience. Common resonant frequencies are what allows different parts of the brain to achieve a phase transition in the speed and bandwidth of information flows between the constituent parts. This phase transition allows for richer varieties of consciousness to arise, with the character and content of that consciousness in each moment determined by the particular set of constituent neurons. The coherence and the delicate organization of the universe is long-lasting conceptual direction that affects the applied sciences and points to gigantic governor who masters all things at all times, who points to gigantic governor. That is the divine grid programmer. That is the infinite prime creator. I like that. I'm going to add that to my plethora, my toolbox of phraseology where the divine is concerned. Gigantic governor who masters all things at all times. Yes, I like that. Nikola Tesla is one of the great thinkers in human history. We consider him as our father in the field who inherited to us important heritage of wisdom. An example of this wisdom is his statement: if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Resonance is perceived by us and others as a universal phenomenon that can be shared between all living systems, including biological systems and astrophysical ecosystems, in a way where different systems may resonate in proximity, ending up with resonating together at the same frequency to achieve a shared resonance. That is when you have created a connection and information begins to flow. Reviewing today's literature demonstrates that resonance as a phenomenon was an attractive conceptual part of theories on brain dynamics and consciousness. Compelling concept which deserve full contemplation. Essential to preserve intellectual alignment between ecosystems is the idea that matter owns mind, and certain degree of consciousness is conceivably a feature of all micro and macro, it says Marco, but I believe he meant macro creatures. Just doing a little real-time editing. Hit that subscribe button, folks. At astrophysical level, the miraculous accuracy of orbiting journeys of the 125 billion galaxies and its stars and planets must have superb intelligent conscious system guiding it. That's another reference to the supreme creator. Intelligence conscious system guiding it over the timeline of life history. At biological level, the synchrony, and marvelous accuracy of dynamics between human body systems in specific and the diversity of biology cannot be believed to happen without higher intelligent consciousness. What is astonishing in diving as deep in the extreme belief of the gigantic power controlling all life and universe is what we document of the delicate resonance between human heart interbeat intervals referred to as heart rate variability and the cosmos, as we will discuss later in the next sections. Now stay tuned for the next sections, because I do plan on sharing them, and I want to make this statement with what this article is getting at from a scientific perspective. Jesus Christ and the Essenes wrote about, millennia ago, talking about the power of prayer. If you want your prayer to be effective, you must pray with the feeling in your heart as the desire has already been achieved. So the Gnostics, and this is in particular in the Gospel of Thomas, I believe you can find this exactly, where they're talking about the power of prayer and leveraging your heart, your electromagnetic activity of your heart and in your prayers and the visualization and all that. And that is how the Essenes long ago, Jesus the Christ long ago, all this information though was stricken from the enslavement programs of controlled, organized religion. Okay, it was. It really was. Hit that subscribe button if you concur, and leave this video a thumbs up if you concur, because the Essenes taught how to pray so long ago, and I'm sharing this article, so we're going to kind of come at this Gnostic technology, spiritual technology, in a roundabout way with the sharing of this article, and we'll kind of weave throughout the narrative and the sharing of this article the Gnostic spiritual technology of prayer. Hit that subscribe button, folks. I know I said that about 15 times, but I've got a sincere desire in my heart for you to subscribe to this channel and stay tuned. Namaste. Namaskaram.